What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel where you subscribe for daily updates on Bitcoin. We're getting some crazy action in the charts today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to look at the Dow Jones, gold, and the DXY, which is the dollar index. I'm going to make this video as quick as possible and try to get it out to you guys. I do want to remind you there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's an awesome community, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and your own research before investing or trading in any markets. Before we begin, I want to remind you we're doing a Ledger Nano S giveaway on Sunday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, smash that thumbs up button, and leave your comment down below. I'll be picking a random comment from a random video on Sunday to pick the winner. You can choose either the Ledger Nano X Ledger Nano S or the $50 worth of Bitcoin. Looking at the Fear and Greed Index, we are at 70, raised 9 points from yesterday, still in the greed zone. And taking a look at this chart I showed you guys yesterday. If we zoom out a little bit in this is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And as you can see, I had been talking about a black swan event possibly happening again because it is playing out just like it did over here. And let's take a look. Let's zoom in on when we had this one back in February and March. As you can see, where all the EMAs crossed over here. And in the bigger picture, I have it all circled on the RSI also. And if you look at where the RSI was, or when we crossed the 55 EMA there, we were right in this area. If we move over to where we're at now, we are looking at almost identical situation. We had crossed 55 EMA here. We do have the 200 EMA down here around 26.8. And as you can see over here, it looked like we bottomed on the RSI, but we did just bounce up, reset the RSI, and continued lower. We may see the same thing here, guys. I know a lot of people don't think it's going to happen, but I will state, like I did yesterday, as you guys know, the elections are coming up, and I believe that either way these elections go, it doesn't matter who gets voted in, there is going to be some civil unrest. There's going to be craziness happening. Either way, either party is not going to be happy no matter which way it goes. And I think we're going to see that in the markets. And will that be the black swan? Possibly. Or will the black swan come out of that and be something totally different? Nobody predicted this. We did predict the price drop over here, but everybody's saying a black swan can't happen twice in a year. This is 2020. Look around. Is anything at all one bit normal? No, it's not. So let's look at gold. As you guys know, I've had this looking at this as an ABC correction in gold for months. I have been talking about this. I think in August I made this chart. You could check back in the Discord, but the C wave here, if this is correct, would be around the $18,000 range. And then we were looking at this rising channel here, and the measured move of that is 1847. Everybody was getting extremely bullish on gold, but we were looking at this and not getting bullish at all on it. If you guys are interested in trading where you can make money whether the market goes up or down, you can short or long the market, check out Prime XBT. I'll leave a tutorial up top. They do sponsor these videos. They just started sponsoring them. But anyways, you can use my promo code Savy50 to get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit up to 1 Bitcoin as a bonus. Savy25 will get you 25% off your fees. You can trade crypto, gold, Forex, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything, all from one exchange. And you can be in a long and a short at the same time. You don't need two different accounts. Definitely check it out. It's by far my favorite exchange and the fairest exchange. They don't trade against you like all the other Hollywood casino exchange with all the flashy blinking lights. This is like a real exchange. So check it out if you haven't already, and let's look at the DXY. So as you can see back here in the DXY, when we had our last pandemic, everything fell down, or our last black swan, everything fell at the same time, gold and everything. People say, put your money in gold when everything else is falling and you'll be safe. People, you know, you hear all kinds of different stuff, guys. Smart money tells you where they want you to put your money, not where they're putting theirs. Remember that. But let's look at the DXY. As you can see, we broke a major long-term resistance line here. The area I'm watching right now is this 55 EMA, and that's around 93.46. Probably get some resistance there, maybe come back down to retest this line. If we do get support and continue up, this looks bad for everything in the DXY. May have a nice pump here. My wife's webpage, inkyorimage.com, definitely check it out. There's a link down below with my other affiliate links. There's a lot of cool bonuses and promos down there, so check them out if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out. And she can make anything you want. She just made me this shirt the other day, stop loss and chill. But check it out. She can put anything you want. Doesn't have to be just what you see here. If you have any ideas, family pictures, whatnot, check it out. All right, on the monthly. So have we double topped here? We've had this blue line across here at 13,938. We tagged it again. Is that it, or will we get a stop hunt, fake people out, and get above this around that 14.2 range? That is still definitely a possibility. We're going to take a look at it if we have not topped out here. As you can see, we have higher highs in the price action here on the monthly. Let's see how this closes, because down here in the RSI, we have bearish divergence, which is lower highs, and volume is declining while price is rising. That's usually not a good sign. Also, let's take a look at the weekly. So here is the bullish case, looking at the thick white trend lines here as a symmetrical triangle. Where we broke out over here, the measured move of that is 27 to 28,000. And then if we zoom in a little bit, we can see here the yellow trend lines are the falling broadening wedge. The breakout of that was 16,000. Definitely a possibility. I'm not leaning that direction. And again, price action even in the weekly going up, and volume falling. Now, this is key, guys. This is what I've been watching for a long time, and I do believe we are going to have some more clarity at this week's close. And I've been talking about this for a very long time. If we look at this as a symmetrical triangle, I'll try to get this out of your way. We are looking for a close either above or below this trend line. Above, a weekly close above this trend line, I'm bullish. A weekly close below, I am staying bearish. Which you guys know, I have been bearish for a long time. And I've been bearish in the macro, meaning we're going to see lows again, in my opinion. Doesn't mean, you know, on the 4 hour, I'm always bearish or whatever. People just obviously don't understand charts. I do think we're going to see lower. I have sold my HODL stash. All I have is the Bitcoin that I use for trading, and I do plan on buying back much, much lower. What I'm looking for, if we close below this, is a retest of this bottom trend line, and we will take a look at the areas I'm watching for that. I do believe this is going to be an area of life-changing opportunities. If this is correct and we do come down to retest this level, it could be the first or second quarter of next year before we see the bottom. And, you know, from there, then we could actually see a real bull run. But everybody is, you know, calling this the bull run. This is it. But if you pay attention, the bull run, the real bull run usually happens 1 year after election, not the year of. So be aware of that. If you can catch the end, you know, catch the real bull run like 2017, which should be in 2021, but I have a case that says it could take as long as 2024, but I will make a different video on that at some other time. Let's look at what's going on in the daily. Higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. That's bearish divergence. But if we look right where we're at here, we are making higher lows in the price action, lower lows in the RSI. That's hidden bullish divergence. Looks like we could have one more push up, and that's what I was talking about in the thumbnail. If we have not topped out here at the double top, could get this fake out too. And it depends on when it hits. As you can see, I moved this target up a little bit because this is a slanted trend line. Around 14,200 if we went up there today. Actually, if we hit today, it'd be, yeah, right around 14,200. Within the next couple days, could be as high as 14,250 area. And that would be this rising broadening wedge I was talking about. Now, a close above this would probably be a weekly close above that trend line that I showed you in the weekly RSI, which would be bullish. But again, I do not think that's going to happen. I think we'll get rejected up here and come back down to this area. If we look around the 10.5, depending on how quick we get down here, it'd be around the 10.5. Take a measured move of that, and that gets us down to about the 6,600 range. We also had a target way down here. Remember, there's a CME gap down at 35.70. Nothing saying they have to fill, but do be aware they're down there. But again, unless we break above this trend line here, I have no reason to be bullish. And if we look at the RSI down here, if we do come up and get that 14.2, we're resetting the RSI right now. We could come up, retest this trend line across here. That would be exaggerated divergence, which is really powerful divergence. And that would be the bearish style, where your peaks are straight across, but in here you would have higher highs. So watch for that. And remember, when I talk about the weekly RSI, it does nothing until the weekly is closed. It can go above the trend line now, but still close below it during the week because the RSI follows the body. So many people say stuff about that in the comments. If you don't watch the whole video, don't freaking comment. If you don't pay attention and you are just one of those selective hearing people, you're super bullish and all you can hear is bullish stuff. Good luck with that. And let's take a look at another way to look at this in the 4 hour. Still around the 14.2 to 14.250, depending on where and when and if we hit this top trend line. But we also have a measured move of this, depending on where it was to break down here. 6,600 to 6,800. Like I said, it all depends on how fast it would get down and break that, if it does get down and break that. Now let's take a look. If this is the top, we would move these targets. If this was the top, the 0.236 retracement fib is around 11,500. The 0.382 is around 10,020. The 0.5 retracement is about 8850. And the golden pocket zone is around 7,700. And I've showed you guys before, this red line is support and resistance, major support, major resistance all through the Bitcoin chart. And I've had that 7,700 line there since way back in 2019, back here where we were getting major resistance and then broke through. So that could be a sign that we have topped out here and get the double top. But if not, we move this up to the 14.2 range, and then that gives us these targets here for retracements. First one being 11.8.236, 11.250 or 10,250 at the 0.382. 9,030 would be the 0.5, and then again around this between 7,450 and 7,800 would be the golden pocket zone, which is the 0.65 to 0.618 fib. And then of course our 6,600 target, if that was to break. 6,000 is the 0.786 fib, and then of course the 3571. We do have the CME futures gap down there. If this is topped out here, guys, the next few weeks could be extremely ugly. But remember, if that's the case and the weekly closes below there, we could be looking at the first to second quarter of next year before Bitcoin bottoms. Remember, look around what's going on in the world. When people say something can't happen, this is 2020, guys. You've seen it. We've all been living through it. It's been a crazy year, and I don't suspect it to just get normal out of nowhere. So good luck. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to Subscribe to the channel by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Smash the like button. Leave your comments down below. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And share the video if you would. Have a great day. I'm out.